This is Henley again with Unwrap Success. I hope that you all are excited and getting ready for the upcoming tax season. As we know, there are going to be different changes and things of that nature going on. You may want to even research what the PATH Act is. That's PATH, P-A-T-H, PATH Act. It discusses how the tax industry is evolving, and it has some information about this upcoming tax season. Don't want to give out any tax law or say anything incorrectly, but basically it just tells about this act in which it will affect or impact 30 million taxpayers and over $100 billion in tax refunds. But tax season should go on as usual. It's just they're not going to release any funds until an estimated time of like February the 15th. But that's on another subject or another training. Today we're going to talk about how you guys can boost your business. A lot of you talked to me before. A lot of you already know me and have seen some of our business growth videos and understand exactly what I'm talking about. But for you all that don't, and for you all that do and just are looking for a new way to actually gravitate that business or boost it forward, this is one thing that I'd like to share with you. One thing that you want to do with your locations or your single location, if you feel it's time for you to grow and you have your location down packed, you have clients coming in, they're returning, you're not worried about adding something else onto your plate. Well, this is another option, and it's only an option for those who are ready to grow, who already have established success and are ready to actually step into a new tier of success. But basically, we talk about adding locations, and of course, all of y'all that know me know that we talk about the adding of a kiosk, which a kiosk is like a check cashing place, or a kiosk can be a store or any business in the area that has some type of square footage that will allow you to put in a desk or a folding table, a printer, and different things like that, laptop, and pretty much use their Wi-Fi in efforts to obtain clients, their walk-through traffic of clients. And you or someone that you elect as a preparer may be able to prepare taxes for those individuals, which will boost revenue for your company, because your preparers preferably won't be paid by the hour, just in case they're sitting there and there's nothing happening. They'll be paid by commission. And by paying them with commission, what happens is you'll only pay them for what they do, which in turn it works out better for them, because if they do quite a bit of returns, they can make a nice amount of money. I'll just say, and give you an example. If your worker is sitting in a kiosk and they prepare 10 tax returns, those tax returns on average were $500 a pop. So they've created $5,000 of new revenue for your company. And let's just say you're paying your preparer 50% of everything that they prepare. All right. Well, then in turn, you've made $2,500. They made $2,500. You didn't have to meet or see any of those customers. Now, you definitely want to make sure that they are doing their proper due diligence and things of that nature. Well, I'm not going to get into how to run your tax business in this video, just giving you some ideas that could boost your income. So I was talking to an individual earlier, and they're like, okay, Henley, all right, well, how do you find some of these qualified leads? They're saying they're reaching out on social networks and things of that nature, and they're just finding people that are inexperienced, don't know what they're doing, or they're going to have to train them from the ground up. Okay, sometimes training an individual from the ground up isn't a bad thing. It's better, I think, to train someone from the ground up and teach them the things that your company represents and stands for and that you want them to do, versus having to untrain them all the bad habits that they may have learned at another company. So again, I say it's better to train someone up than untrain them some bad habits. But not to say that there are a bunch of bad habits out there. You get some people that are highly trained from a lot of tax companies, and you get people that understand the industry of taxes. And what I'm going to show you is how you can actually go to a site, and this is one that we use quite frequently. It's Indeed.com. There are many job boards that have the same capabilities, but Indeed is one of the best. And I'm going to show you the power of utilizing Indeed. All right, so we're going to take, all right, Memphis, Tennessee. It's where we are right now. All right, and what we're going to do, we're going to find resumes. Now, before you find resumes, I mean, we can look at them, but you're going to need to create an account with them. So you're going to have to post a job, you know, and they're going to ask you when you're posting this job, do you want to have them pay them per day to run your ad? Well, you really don't. You can select $0.00. You really don't need them to run your ad unless that's what you're looking for. But you can use this service here, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So we're going to just type in tax preparer in Memphis, Tennessee. We're going to hit find resumes, and boom, instantly 849 resumes pop up. So if we were looking for tax preparers, we could definitely find them here. If we're looking for someone to manage our offices, manage one of our offices or a kiosk, or maybe someone that wants to work from home under our brand, utilizing our software, then we could actually look for managers, people that have management experience. And boom, they pop up. You know, the individuals pop up, and a lot of times it shows their names. It's not showing me their names because I'm not signed in, but it will show you their names, and you can click on it. And when you click on it, you can see where they worked, their work experience, how long, all of that. This right here can help you in your determination of wherever you are, whom you want to work with. And one of the beautiful things that I like about Indeed is, okay, tax manager, you got 4,200 resumes. You can actually just hover your mouse over the blue tab here, or the blue words, and to the right pops up, you know, just a brief detail of how long they've worked and where they worked for. So if you like that person, it's generally to the left, there's a box. You can actually select that box and then move on to the next one. Select that box, go on down, select that box. How many other people you like to select the boxes for, and then you can actually send them all an email at one time, which makes this process really easy. And the thing about it is, you can go out to 100 miles of your location. Of course, you know, 100 miles out, you might only get a chance to meet that person once or twice, but they still could prepare returns in your, you know, for your company, and, you know, expand your brand. You know, what you would do is you would contact us at Unwrap Success. We could actually get you an additional software license, and then that individual would be able to prepare taxes wherever they are. Now, you would have to also go to your eServices account if you're obtaining additional software and you don't have an additional EFIN. You'll have to go to your eServices, which is going to irs.gov. You're going to click on For Tax Pros here, and then you're going to access your eServices account. Now, one thing that you got to remember, and since we're on this page, we're going to talk about it, make sure you and your preparers have a valid and up-to-date PTIN. That is a big deal. You have all the way to January to get it. It's preferred that you have one of these by the IRS. And that's just a preparer tax identification number. All right, now, so we're going to click on the eServices button here. And a lot of you all already know or remember how to go on there. You log in and add an additional EFIN, which is adding an additional application, and in doing so, you'll have to put down the address in which that individual will be working, the physical address, and then once that EFIN is generated or created, I think it takes 24 to 48 hours. Don't quote me on this, but it's not a very long process to add one. Once you have one, then you can get us that additional EFIN and the address, and boom, now you have two locations, two software. You're still covered under whatever contract we've given you with your first EFIN, which is generally or usually as long as that software does at least 30 returns, everything should be fine. And you won't have to pay for software. And if you don't have an eServices account or don't have an EFIN, it's as simple as following these steps and then selecting register. Once you select register, you'll begin the EFIN process. This is the registration page. Just ask brief information about you to know who you are. You will need your AGI from your prior year tax return or from the prior 2 years. You can choose the prior year or the year before that AGI. You will be required to then create a username and password, answer some security questions about yourself, let them know if where you're living now is the same as where you applied or had on your tax return. You're going to hit accept, and that's the first stage of the process. It's going to take them up to 28 days to send you a letter out with a confirmation code to log back in, and then you can complete your application, and then there's a few more steps. But that's pretty much what you have to do to add additional software for your additional individual that you pick up. Now, another neat way to drum up preparers and new business, whether you're trying to add physical locations or business partners to your location that are going to be working from home, whether they're mobile, whether you're just calling in individuals into your office. Let's just say you have a two-man office space or two-person office space, and you already have two preparers there. Well, it's not a bad idea sometimes to get you a mobile squad. You have a physical location, and you can actually hire, let's just say, you want to hire 3 to 5 mobile people that work from the office, but they don't do returns in the office. What they do is they do marketing out in the streets, the highways and byways, or on social media. They gain clients and they go to those clients' homes or place of business, and they get them started on the returns by taking the desktop version of the software or your client information sheets, getting those filled out, and then verifying identification, getting copies of identification, and so on and so on, and bringing that information back to the office and getting it prepared. And then you contact the person, let them know what they're getting, and then they can either come in or you can send your person back out with paperwork to get it signed, so on and so on. A lot of companies are doing that mobile thing right there. A lot of companies are doing the pick up and drop off services. But another way to drum up some more individuals who may be experienced is putting some ads out on sites like Craigslist. Let's just take a look at one. Here's an ad here by a company asking individuals whom have experience if they want to come and work for a tax preparation company. They're saying they can make up to 70% commission off the fees charged. Sometimes, you want to just make sure that person does have some sort of proof of clientele before you give them 70%. It may not be worth your while or worth the time and effort putting into dealing with them. Sometimes they might need to start off at 50%, but they can charge up to $9.99 that this person is saying, and that is true with the software. You can charge up to $9.99. And they're saying pretty much a person can work from their PC, their laptop, Android, tablet, smartphone, from an office or remote location, or be mobile. They're giving out opportunities, and this individual person or company right here might gain 20 new people, and they're all signing up for unlimited income potential because of the simple fact they are working on commission based. Now, when you have a person working on commission based, you want to just make sure that you do get them a W-9 and check with your local IRS agency, or contact IRS, the IRS at irs.gov, or call them on their hotline, which is 800-829-1040. And just make sure that you're doing the right things for taxation. It's generally W-9, and then when you get this W-9 on them, that enables you to issue them a 1099 for the upcoming tax season. That way, you're only if they're commission based, I believe you issue the 1099. I'm not giving out any tax law or anything. I'm just giving you some examples. The 1099 you would issue to them, and it would take the tax liability away from yourself where you paid them. So, don't quote me on these things. Definitely do your own research so you don't get things mixed up and say you heard it from us, because our job is to unwrap your success, not to confuse you. All right. But these are some ways that you can actually drum up some new business. Um, Definitely be careful when meeting people on different sites like this. Um, we hadn't had any problems, but you just never know who's replying to your ads. And you can actually even Google some more job boards and things of that nature, sites that are like the ones that we use, like Indeed and such. And LinkedIn is a good one. And you can actually find some qualified people to actually boost your revenue of your company and help your tax season out. So that's what this is about. I hope you all are getting ready, getting things together. Remember to log in, do your compliance training with your bank of choice so you can be signed up and ready, verify your information. A lot of you all are going to be receiving preseason loans and things from the bank. A lot of you all are going to be offering your clients loans. If you don't know about that and want more info, give us a call. I'd be happy to discuss it with you. And I'm looking forward to having a wonderful tax season with you all. Wonderful tax season. Definitely don't forget, to market. And, a lot of people say, okay, well, I have 5 preparers that's working with me. One thing that's expensive is buying a lot of cards and flyers and all that stuff for different individuals with their names on it. I'm going to give you a simple suggestion. And what that suggestion is when you order your marketing material, if they're not paying for their own marketing material, order you in bulk, order you like a 5,000 box of flyers. I mean, they're online. Different companies got them for maybe 200, 250 bucks. If you call me, I can probably, shoot you in the right direction for some. But order those with blank phone numbers and blank address in the blank address areas. And what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that that blank space is large enough to either, they can write their names and stuff in with a Sharpie. Sounds unprofessional, but hey, it's a way to give a whole lot of marketing material out to a whole lot of people without ordering 1,000 cards for each one of them. Or you could actually get some address labels from like Office Depot, Office Max, or an Office Store. Walmart has them, and you could actually, preferably with your laser printer, print your flyers. Already going to have the name of your company, what you're offering, all your specials or whatever, all that on there. The only thing that's going to be missing is the address and the phone numbers. So you could actually, in turn, have your corporate number somewhere on there, but have a spot where they could print their address labels off, and those address labels will have the that preparer's name, their phone number, maybe their email address, and a website or whatever else you want to put on there. And that's a way, you can get it's not very expensive to get 1,000 address labels. So for if you got 1,000 address labels, you can give somebody 1,000 address labels and then give them 1,000 flyers, and you can do that 5 times and give those to your preps and just order for you or your corporate company. Your company will have your information and your company phone number on your own set. It's just suggestions. We focus on helping individuals from shoestring budgets all the way up to corporate budgets. So just a little tidbit of info on how to grow your business. Lawn signs are really big. A lawn sign is a miniature billboard. I know a lot of you all are riding down the street and you pass those lawn signs. You want to check with your city, county, and state ordinance first just to make sure it's not illegal to put lawn signs out, because some places they are. But here we don't have too much of a problem with them, as long as it's not too many of them everywhere. But on lawn signs, you might put a lawn sign, one lawn sign on a busy intersection or an off ramp of somewhere, and on an off ramp in the grass or the side of the road, you have potential of thousands of individuals seeing that one sign per day. So, whether it's for soliciting to try to get preparers or get individuals to join your business for a business opportunity, or even just saying, hey, we are the place to go to get your taxes done. You want a maximum refund or want your taxes done right, come see us. You have the potential utilizing lawn signs to reach out to thousands of individuals if those signs are placed in the right place. I usually and generally like to even place my signs at places like the edge of or end of private properties big box private properties like Walmart or Target or Kroger or, you know, Food Line, just, different supermarkets that have high volumes of individuals going to be there on the weekends. Friday evening is the best time to go out and put that sign out. You put that sign out there Friday evening, you got the whole weekend. People are going to be looking at that sign, and believe it or not, you're going to get some calls. So, you know, don't forget about your sign marketing. That's some really good guerrilla marketing, and it's not paying someone by the hour to stand out there for you. Once you pay for that sign, so long as the wind doesn't blow it over, somebody doesn't pick it up, it's there. So again, these were the things I want to talk about in this training video. Again, tax season is on the way. I look forward to servicing a lot of you all, and yeah, let's add some locations. Let's drum up some referrals. Um, let's get ready. Another powerful marketing tool. Definitely utilize your referrals. If an individual finds out that you'll give them $25 to $50 a referral, $75 a referral, whatever your referral fees are, a lot of them use that and utilize those referral fees as a job. They will go out and find you as many people as they can. But don't stop at that one person. Get you about 10, 20 people. That's what we call team building. Get you 10, 20 people that will go out there and look for individuals specifically for you and find them and bring their information, not their tax information, but their phone number and their name to your office. That's called team building. When you pass out a flyer, you pass out a card, remember, let your employees know. Don't just give out a card without getting a phone number and name in return. That's a waste of a card, because 9 times out of 10, cards get lost, people forget about them, things of that nature. And if they're really interested, they will give you their name and number. If they're not interested, they're not. So you'll already know not to waste your card on them or your time. Just some tidbits from someone who's been in the tax industry and many other business industries and knowledgeable about business and marketing. So I hope you all are getting ready for tax season. Again, Henley Dolman, Unwrap Success, unwrapsuccess.com, signing out.